Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel Aptitude Made Easy to Learn. And here is the part 4 video of Time and Work. In this video, we are going to solve some more questions based on pipes and systems. In the previous video, we already discussed about the concept of pipes and systems, that is a negative work, and how the problems on pipes and systems and negative work can be expected. And here we are going to solve some more questions on pipes and systems, so that you can get an idea about how the problems will be asked on pipes and systems and what is the tricky situations you can expect on pipes and systems. Then why so late? Let's get into the video. Welcome back. Here is the first problem. Let's see this one. Two pipes A and B together can fill a cistern in 4 hours. Pipe B takes 6 hours more than time taken by pipe A to fill the cistern alone. Find how much time is required for pipe A alone to fill the tank. Here, individual times are not given, but together time is given. That is, if pipe A and B together are turned on, they'll take 4 hours to fill the tank. And individual timings are not given, that's what we need to find out. But some relation between them is given, that is, B takes 6 hours more than, which means B takes 6 hours extra than pipe A. For example, if pipe A takes some X number of hours, then what is the time taken by pipe B? 6 hours extra. 6 hours extra means X plus 6 hours. Time taken by A plus 6 hours extra. So this is what data given here. And how to solve any type of problem like this? Observe here, together time is given and individual times are assumed like this. From this I can equate individual efficiencies to together efficiency. For that, first of all we need to assume tank capacity. What will be tank capacity here? As no other values are given here, I can assume tank capacity as 1. That is total work as unit. And now, if tank capacity is 1, what will be their efficiencies? Efficiency is nothing but tank capacity by total time taken. That's it. So tank capacity is 1, total time taken is 4. So together efficiency is 1 by 4, which means A plus B together efficiency is 1 by 4. How we got together efficiency? By adding individual efficiencies, right? If I add efficiency of A with efficiency of B, totally I should get 1 by 4. From this I can find out efficiency of A and B and I'll substitute it here. What will be efficiency of A now? Tank capacity is 1, time taken is X, 1 by X and 1 by X plus 6. Now let's substitute here and solve this one. A's efficiency is 1 by X, B's efficiency is 1 by X plus 6. So I can equate this to 1 by 4. So simply by solving this equation, I can get value of X, which is nothing but time taken by A alone. Let's solve it here. If I take LCM, I'll get X into X plus 6 as LCM. In the numerator, it will be X plus 6 plus X equals to 1 by 4. Take cross multiplication. I'll get 4 into 2x plus 6 equals to x into x plus 6. 4 2's 8x plus 24 will be equals to x square plus 6x. If I rewrite this equation by taking 8x to the right hand side and 24 to the right hand side, I'll get x square minus 2x. 8x minus 6x will be 2 and there is a minus symbol. Minus 24 equals to 0. Solve this equation, I'll get value of x. And I can rewrite this equation as x square minus 6x plus 4x minus 24 equals to 0. If I take x common here, I'll get x minus 6 and plus 4 common here, x minus 6. So thereby we'll be getting x minus 6 into x plus 4 equals to 0. So where x will be equals to 6 or x equals to minus 4. Definitely value of x cannot be in negative. So I can eliminate this, thereby getting x value as 6. And what is x here? Time taken by pi pa alone to fill the tank. That's it, right? We got, which means now answer will be 6 hours. Pi pa takes 6 hours to fill the tank alone. Next question. Problem 2. A pipe requires 18 hours to fill a tank. On a particular day, it was noticed that 18 hours after the pipe was opened, the tank was not filled due to leak at the bottom of the tank. The leak was plugged and it took pipe 3 hours more to fill the tank. Working alone, how long will the pipe take to empty the tank? See here, it is a very interesting problem and seems to be a tricky problem, but it is very simple. Just you need to get some logic here. What is given? A pipe requires 18 hours to fill a tank. For example, I assume that there is a tank here and this can be filled completely up to the level and it takes 18 hours to fill it for a pipe. But what is said now? Even after 18 hours on some day, the tank was not filled. Why? Because there is some leak at the bottom, because of which water is drained out. Some water is drained out. And observe this. Obviously, water is draining out. Tank is not filled. Okay, tank is up to this level only because of this leak. And now what is said here? If the leak was plugged, which means leak was filled out here. Now, whatever empty level is there, for the filling pipe, it takes 3 hours to fill the tank. So there is some empty level, right, because of a leak. Now, because of this extra value, filling pipe takes 3 hours to fill the tank. So which means the level which water is not there, for this it is taking 3 hours to fill the tank. That's it, right? So from this, just try to get a logic. This level is what here? The water is not there for 18 hours is what? Because of a leak, some water is drained out. And this level is filled by filling pipe in 3 hours. So can I say like this? 3 hours of filling. So this is nothing but 3 hours, right? For 3 hours, it fill the tank, the remaining level. So what is this level? The water level which it is leak because of a leak, right? For 18 hours. Observe here, for this complete 18 hours, the leak is also working. And because of this leak, some water is drained out. To fill this drained out water, it is taking 3 hours. Which means I can see now here 3 hours of filling. The capacity in which 3 hours I fill the water is nothing but 18 hours of leaking, right? The amount which 18 hours is leak. So leak is worked for 18 hours. After 18 hours only they observed the leak here. Which means for this 18 hours completely water is drained out. Some water is drained out. And how much is that water? That water can be filled in 3 hours. That's it, right? So this is a simple concept and a basic idea we need to get here. 3 hours of filling is nothing but 18 hours of leaking capacity. And from this, how to find out the time taken for leak to empty completely? It's nothing but just you need to find out here. Observe this. The amount in which I am filling 3 hours is emptied by leak in 18 hours. And what is the tank capacity now? It is nothing but filling pipe 18 hours, right? If I fill for 18 hours, that means I completely fill the tank, right? For 3 hours filling, it is taking 18 hours of leak. For 18 hours of filling, which means complete filling. For this complete filling, how much time is taken? That's what a question. So if I fill for 3 hours, the amount which I filled for 3 hours is emptied in 18 hours. So if the amount I filled for 18 hours in my tank, how much time it will take to empty this 18 hours filling, which means complete level of a tank. So this is how we need to frame a logic here. Now what will be the value here? Simply 18 into 18 divided by 3. So 18 into 6, that's nothing but 108. So which means here, to empty the tank completely, leak takes 108 hours. The time taken by leak alone to empty the complete tank is nothing but 108 hours. The only logic which we need to get here is nothing but this one. 3 hours of filling will be equals to 18 hours of leaking. Why? Because for 18 hours the leak is working here, which means some amount of water is drained for 18 hours completely. The amount of water that is drained for 18 hours is just filled by 3 hours. So by that I can frame this condition, 3 hours of filling will be equals to 18 hours of leaking. Which means the amount which I am filling for 3 hours can be emptied in 18 hours. So by framing this logic, we can get the answer very simply. Let's solve one more question. Here is one more question. A pump can be used for both filling and emptying a tank of capacity 2400 meter cube. So here tank capacity is given directly. The emptying capacity of a pump is 10 meter cube per minute higher than its filling capacity. And the pump needs 8 minutes lesser to empty the tank than it needs to fill it. What is the filling capacity of a pump? So a very simple problem. Tank capacity is given, and what is the tank capacity? 2400 meter cube. Emptying capacity of a pump is 10 meter cube per minute higher than filling capacity. So capacity is nothing but efficiency. And what they given, emptying efficiency is 10 extra than filling capacity. For example, if I assume filling efficiency, I will assume now filling efficiency as some x. Then what will be emptying efficiency? Emptying efficiencies will be 10 extra than that. So if it is x meter cube per minute, it will be x plus 10 meter cube per minute. Now, pump needs 8 minutes lesser to empty the tank than it needs to fill it. So time taken is given here. And what is this condition between time given here? Pump needs 8 minutes lesser to empty the tank than it needs to fill it. So which means emptying time is given. Emptying time is nothing but filling time minus 8. So than filling it takes 8 minutes lesser to empty. So from this what I can frame a condition, filling time minus emptying time. So difference between the times to fill and empty is nothing but 8 minutes, right? And I can use this single condition in order to find out filling capacity. How to check that one here? See this, total tank capacity is given and efficiencies are given. From this, can I find out filling time as well as emptying time? Yes. Why? Because we have a condition, efficiency is nothing but tank capacity by time taken, right? Now, what is efficiency of filling type here? X. So efficiency of filling, I'll take here, equals to tank capacity divided by filling time. And what is efficiency of filling pipe? I assume it has nothing but X. X equals to tank capacity 2400 divided by filling time. Just that's what I want to find out. I'll take it here, filling time. So filling time will be equals to 2400 by X. So I can substitute here. Filling time is total tank capacity by efficiency X. Similarly, emptying time. What is the emptying efficiency? These also same, tank capacity by emptying time. From this I can find out emptying time. Efficiency is X plus 10 equals to tank capacity 2400, emptying time 80. So from this emptying time I'll get, which is nothing but 2400 by x plus 10. Let's substitute here. Emptying time will be 2400 by x plus 10 equals to, difference between them is 8 minutes. I'll take 2400 common and I'll get 1 by x minus 1 by x plus 10 equals to 8. Let's solve this equation. 2400 into, in the numerator I'll get x plus 10 minus x, and denominator it will be x into x plus 10 will be equals to 8. So plus x and minus x will get cancelled, and I can say 24,000 divided by 8. So just I am taking 8 to the left hand side and x into x plus 10 to the right hand side. It will be x into x plus 10. And solve this one here. It will be 4 2's and 4 6,000 will be 24, and I'll be getting 3,000. So 3,000 equals to x into x plus 10. And I can write this one as x square plus 10x minus 3,000 equals to 0. And I can write this one as x square plus 60x minus 50x minus 3000 equals to 0. If I take x common here, I'll get x plus 60 and minus 50 common here, x plus 60. So I'll be getting x plus 60 into x minus 50 equals to 0. So if I solve this one, I'll get x equals to minus 60. But value cannot be negative, so I can eliminate this value. So our answer will be x equals to 50. And what is this x value here? X is nothing but filling efficiency. That is nothing but filling capacity of a pipe, right? So which means filling capacity of a pump is nothing but 50 meter cube per minute. So thereby emptying efficiency will be 50 plus 10, 60 meter cube per minute. So with this efficiency, a pump can fill the tank as well as empty the tank. So this is how we need to solve these types of questions here. And I hope everyone clear with these questions. If you have any sorts of doubts and if you need any clarifications further, you can mention it in comment section, or else you can ping me in Instagram. So please everyone follow us in Instagram. And recently we launched a website where you can access all these videos and all the information regarding our site at a single point. I'll provide that website as well as Instagram link in the description. And don't forget to like our video. If you like our video, the video reach will be increased so that others will be get benefited with that one. And share this video with your friends and relatives who are preparing for exams. And finally, don't forget to subscribe.